Tonight, I cannot imagine what it's like to be a Kenyan in Wuhan, China. The agony, the waiting, the information, misinformation, disinformation, rumours, communication and lack thereof, the lockdown, the shutdown, the complete grinding to a halt of their life as they have known it. Now, throughout this world crisis, two events by our ambassador, Sarah Serem, have struck me. First was the message that she gave on Sunday this week, in which she sounded like she had all but given up, implying that all the government could do now was pray. You see, prayer is something we can all do. Everyone, old and young, rich and poor, educated, illiterate, we can all make some kind of prayer. But when someone in charge who can do something, who is charged with doing something, paid to do something, issues a statement asking us to pray, then you know things are really bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pray just as hard as the next Kenyan, but there is context here. You see, since the outbreak of this disease, there have been calls for the evacuation of those students from Wuhan. After all, other countries have done it. You see, it even took a delay for Kenya Airways to make the decision to halt flights to Beijing. The message from the ambassador was therefore quite disheartening. You see, the ambassador is the senior-most Kenyan official in China. When she speaks, that is President Uhuru Kenyatta speaking. That's why they are titled Your Excellency. More so with the very elaborate title given to her office, Kenya's Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the People's Republic of China. That plenipotentiary part means full power. That is, Sarah Serem has full power and authority to speak and act on behalf of the Republic of Kenya in China. So the last thing you expect from such an office is a solution called prayers. After all, even the good book says in James chapter 2, verse 15 to 17, and I quote, "Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say, 'Goodbye and have a good day, stay warm and eat well,' but then you don't give that person any food or clothing, what good does that do? Faith by itself is not enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless." End of Bible quote. But wait, you see, it got worse. The ambassador then went on to make a video. In that video, she's dressed in black clothing with a mask over her face and her voice muffled. Yet she was there assuring us that all is well with the Kenyans in China. You see, in communication, image is everything, the verbal and the non-verbal. This video, half the time, by the way, praised the efforts by the Chinese government in combating this outbreak. It had little to nothing about Kenya and nothing about the students, the assistance being given to them. It actually sounded like a statement that would come from the Chinese ambassador in Kenya. Lest we forget, she is Kenya's ambassador to China, not China's ambassador to Kenya. In fact, Jeff Okundi, a student in Wuhan, one of the brave ones to speak out, told our Wahiga Maora that no one had talked to him. No one knows his condition and that of others. See, this is what I would have expected to hear from Kenya's ambassador to China. I would have liked to hear her tell us how many students are in Wuhan, which universities are they in, their localities, are they self-sponsored or government-sponsored, what is their current condition, where have they been sequestered, what is their mental state, what are their needs, has she talked to them, each of them, what assurances or explanations has she given them, has anyone in government talked to their families here in Kenya, what consultations have been done between the Kenyan and Chinese governments? But no, all we got was a message of hopelessness from the very person who should give hope to the students and their families. It's perhaps a true confirmation that on this coronavirus issue, we are indeed on a wing and a prayer. And that is my take tonight.